Yeah, DB. Yo, I'm in this world all alone. I carry my chrome, busting shots like Patron. I'm riding alone. I speak the truth on the phones. We're watched by drones. No privacy in your homes, but get your paper, man. Get your paper, man. Get your paper, man. Nigga, get your paper, man. Get your paper, man. Get your paper, man. Get your paper, man.
They fucking with our memory, bitch. I promise you. Somebody out there, whatever you want to call it, they fucking with our memory. Because I know it can't be just me. Okay, bitch, I don't remember anything. I don't remember a thing. Like, I feel like I'm just walking through life, just stuck in my daily routine. Like, I'm not really engaged on what's happening in my day-to-day. I feel like I'm just operating on autopilot every single day. When I think back on my childhood, I barely remember. When I think back to when my kids were little, everything is like a blur. Like I feel like I remember bits and pieces of things that I be doing during the day, but I feel like my memory is shot. Like, I can't even tell y'all what I did yesterday, last week, this past summer. It's fucking strange, bitch. I feel like all my memories have erased. And you know what's crazy? I'll have something in my hand, and I'll set it down somewhere, or I'll put it away somewhere, and I'll walk out the room, whatever the case may be. And in literally a few seconds, I don't know where I put it. Like, just memory, just gone. What the fuck going on? It can't be just me. There's no way.
Hey, is what she's saying happening to you? You know, I feel like ever since the pandemic, time hasn't been the same. And you know, I know for sure everybody could feel it. Everybody is feeling the shift, but they don't know what's going on. You know, is this symptoms of the shots that people took? You know, I didn't participate in that at all. But if you did decide to take it, has this been happening to you? Or other symptoms people not talking about?
Somebody decided to put money under...
And don't forget, it's all these towers, man. It's the towers. The lady probably being gang stalked. She getting, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, all of us is getting attacked by these weapons. Whether you believe it or not. You know what I mean? You got 5G, 7G, 20G. Got a whole bunch of G's outside. You got frequencies. You got, you know, you got T-Mobile. You got Verizon. You know, all these Wi-Fi boxes in your crib. Of course, you're not remembering nothing. You know what I mean? Most people don't even remember what they had for breakfast. It's going down, people. You can't remember your dreams. Some people think they don't dream just because you don't remember it. It's like the movie they cloned Tyrone. Remember when he was going to sleep, waking up? He didn't even remember what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Remember the old dude that walked by him? He was like, He said, you got that brand new cologne on you. You know what I'm saying? They cloned Tyrone, man. Go check it out, man. I only seen it one time. Holla back. The bot guy next door, I could hear him breathing, licking the walls. Hey, bot guy, what you gonna do with your life, man? He said nothing. He said he gonna gangstalk me until he die. That's the mindset of these perps. Holla back, y'all.
Hey, you stowaways.
Are you speaking to us?
Yeah, Liz. There's gonna be a mutiny in a few minutes.
A mutiny?
Keep your voice, yeah?
Home and scrub floors.
Hey, you stowaways.
Are you speaking to us?
Yeah, Liz. There's gonna be a mutiny in a few minutes.
A mutiny?
Keep your voice down. Yes, a mutiny. The captain thinks the world is around, see? But we all know it's flat, right?
Of course it's flat.
Sure, I know the world is flat.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
Good, then you're on our side. We're gonna take over the boat, throw Columbus in chains, and head for home.
Good idea. Otherwise, we'd fall right off the edge of the ice.
Stay home and scrub floors.
Hey, you stowaways.
Are you speaking to us?
Yeah, Liz. There's gonna be a mutiny in a few minutes.
A mutiny?
Keep your voice down. Yes, a mutiny. The captain thinks the world is around, see? But we all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat.
Sure, I know the world is flat.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
Good. Then you're on our side. We're going to take over the boat, throw Columbus in chains, and head for home.
Good idea. Otherwise, we'd fall right off the edge of the ice.
You ready, B? Let's go get 'em. Look for me.
Right, such an important, powerful stargate here on the planet.
How do you define the word alchemist?
So an alchemist is a person who turns darkness into light, who turns lead into gold. An alchemist is someone who's been through the darkness themselves, but turned their pain into power, turned their darkness into light. And that is been my journey. How do I take my darkness and turn it into light? How do I help others alchemize and transmute their darkness and turn it into light? How can our darkness become our power? Because underneath our darkness lie our soul gifts. And so we have to dive into our darkness to reclaim our soul gifts. Our gifts are like gems that dive into our power. Because underneath our darkness lie our soul gifts. And so we have to dive into our darkness to reclaim our soul gifts. Our gifts are like gems at the bottom of the ocean. But you have to dive under the undercurrents, go through the darkness, get to the bottom, and then bring up your soul gifts. So the darkness is powerful. The darkness is a great teacher. And when we stop fearing our darkness and see our darkness as here to empower us, that's when we change our relationship to our shadow and our darkness. So the alchemist is that, turns the pain into power, light from darkness to light. Yeah.
And that is so true, because a lot of y'all are still afraid of the dark. You don't want to do no shadow work. You don't want to go within. You don't want to look at yourself. And it's also true, too, of how what she said. Sometimes you got to go into the deep to discover your gems. She used a good metaphor. The gems and the crystals and the diamonds and stuff is at the bottom of the ocean, right? You know what I'm saying? So you got to dive deep. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these rappers, thinking about Ice Cube, for example, when Ice Cube wrote F the Police, you know, according to the movie, they had just got harassed by the police. And then right after that, Ice Cube got inspired to write that song. So sometimes it takes tragedy, you know what I'm saying, to turn to triumph. Just like Kanye West said, you know, through the wire. You know what I'm saying? I turned tragedy into triumph. You know, me, myself, I started writing when I was at my lowest part. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, caged up. You know what I'm saying? That's when I found my gem. So, adversity is not always a bad thing. You know, of course it's hard. Of course it's, you know, challenging and everything, but like I said, it's not always a bad thing. For all things work together for good. Romans 8:28, for all things work together for good to those that love God. So, you know, you got to expect the simple fact that you're going to go through some things. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we down here anyway. So, just look at all the rappers, especially from the 90s, from the 70s from the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? You know, all these rappers, we came from the bottom. Like Tupac said, I came from the bottom and I'm still here. So what was people rapping about? You know, that came from the bottom. They was rapping about what they saw, what they was going through every day. Not saying that's a good thing, because some would say that we're glorifying it, and then others would say that we're putting it back into the atmosphere, into the universe, and we're going to law of attraction it right back to us. So it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, here it is, you going through some trials and tribulations. You want to speak about it, if you can speak about it, Some people write books about certain things. You know what I mean? I mean, let's just say if you wrote a book about, you know, something, some type of tragedy that happened in your life. You wrote a book about it, and then that book sells millions of copies, and you blow up from that book. At the end of the day, that's a good thing that you made money and you blew up. But now you got to constantly relive that tragedy over and over and over because everybody talking to you about it. You got all these interviews about the book. You got to speak about it now. You know what I'm saying? People want to autograph the book. You know what I'm saying? So you got to constantly like relive. That's another reason why I don't mention. I really don't talk about my past a lot. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I basically say is, yeah, I fucked up. But at the same time, I didn't, because everything is all in divine order. You know, according to the divine, everything is fine. According to the divine, everything is fine. Everything played out the way it's supposed to play it out. I may feel as though, oh man, I should have did this different and better and whatever. But at the end of the day, everything's already written in the cosmos. And like I said before, this is just a movie. You got to play your role.
Yeah. We all are alchemists, from darkness to light. Yeah. We all are alchemists. We are all doing this inside, whether we realize it or not.
You ready, B? Let's go get him.